Welcome to our channel, where we delve into the profound philosophies that pave the way to a successful and fulfilling life. Today, we are going to dissect a truly revolutionary idea from the legendary personal development master, Jim Rohn, a perspective that has the power to utterly transform how you perceive and pursue success. It's a concept that might sound counterintuitive at first glance, directly challenging much of the conventional wisdom we've been taught since childhood about achieving our aspirations. We are talking about the game-changing principle: stop chasing goals, build systems that win every time. This isn't just a catchy phrase or a fleeting motivational slogan. It's a robust, practical strategy designed to liberate you from the relentless cycle of initial enthusiasm followed by inevitable disappointment, helping you to instead achieve consistent, sustainable, and undeniable results. It promises not just a temporary boost, but a fundamental shift in your approach to life's grandest challenges and smallest daily tasks. For as long as we can remember, the mantra has been drilled into us: set big goals, make them smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. We are encouraged to visualize these goals, write them down, and relentlessly pursue them with unwavering focus. And there's certainly merit in having a clear vision for your future, an endpoint to strive for. But Jim Rohn, with his unparalleled wisdom and keen understanding of human nature, astutely pointed out a critical, often overlooked limitation in focusing solely on goals. Think of a goal as a destination on a map. It tells you precisely where you want to go, the magnificent city you envision reaching, but it offers absolutely no practical guidance on the intricate pathways, the winding roads, or the potential detours required to get there. It's a point on the horizon, a lighthouse in the distance, but not the compass, the vehicle, or the fuel for the journey itself. When our entire energy and attention are fixated on that ultimate outcome, that distant landmark, we become incredibly vulnerable to discouragement and frustration if we don't achieve it as quickly as anticipated, or if we encounter unforeseen obstacles that throw us off course. The sheer act of chasing a goal in isolation often leads to a predictable cycle, a surge of initial excitement and motivation, followed by a gradual but persistent decline as the path becomes arduous, the immediate reward remains out of reach, and the daily grind seems disconnected from the grand prize. This pursuit can feel like an endless uphill battle, punctuated by moments of doubt and the gnawing fear of failure. Jim Rohn famously stated, "Don't just wish, work." And the work he spoke of wasn't a singular, monumental effort, but rather an organized, continuous series of actions, a daily dedication to the process, not merely the outcome. So, what exactly does Jim Rohn mean by a system within his profound philosophy? A system, in its essence, is a meticulously crafted collection of small, consistent, and repeatable actions that you commit to performing regularly, be it every day, every week, or every month, all designed to incrementally move you closer to your desired results. Unlike a goal, which represents the destination, a system embodies the entire journey, the very pathway itself, the intricate process you engage in. It is comprised of those positive habits you cultivate, those regular disciplines you establish for yourself and steadfastly adhere to. Let's make this concept concrete with an everyday example. If your goal is to lose 20 pounds, a formidable and often daunting objective, your system would then consist of tangible, actionable steps such as exercise for 30 minutes every morning at 7 a.m., prepare all your healthy meals for the week on Sunday afternoon, and drink at least 2 liters of water daily. These individual actions, though seemingly small and perhaps insignificant when viewed in isolation, when executed consistently over time, begin to generate a powerful compounding effect. They organically propel you towards your goal, not through sheer willpower alone, but through the momentum of established routines and the undeniable force of consistent progress, making success feel both natural and sustainable. Jim Rohn underscored this foundational truth by saying, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day." This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the very essence of building effective systems. The extraordinary power inherent in building robust systems lies in its revolutionary ability to shift your primary focus away from the ultimate, often overwhelming, end result and instead firmly plant it on the immediate, manageable process of execution. When your attention is directed towards faithfully implementing your system, you are no longer consumed by the anxious question of whether you will ultimately achieve your goal. Instead, your mental and emotional energy is channeled into simply performing the correct actions, day in and day out, with unwavering consistency. This shift profoundly reduces mental pressure, systematically builds self-confidence with each successful adherence to your routine, and incrementally strengthens your overall willpower and self-discipline. When you commit to and follow your chosen system, Success ceases to be a random event or a stroke of luck. It transforms into an inevitable outcome, a natural consequence of your consistent efforts. Consider an individual aspiring for significant career advancement. Instead of merely setting an ambitious goal like get promoted to a management position within 2 years, which can feel abstract and out of their immediate control, they construct a comprehensive system. This system might include specific, actionable components such as devote 1 hour each morning to reading a relevant industry book, spend 30 minutes every workday refining a key soft skill like public speaking or negotiation, and intentionally connect with 2 new colleagues or industry peers each week to expand their network and learn. These consistent, deliberate actions, though seemingly small on a daily basis, gradually transform them into an undeniably stronger, more knowledgeable, and more connected candidate, making their promotion not just a possibility, but a logical and well-earned progression. This deliberate, systematic approach empowers them to actively sculpt their future, rather than passively hoping for it. This deliberate, systematic approach empowers them to actively sculpt their future, rather than passively hoping for it. Sculpting one's future, creating an almost inevitable path to desired outcomes, isn't limited to external career achievements. It leads to a crucial, pivotal aspect of Jim Rohn's philosophy: self-development as the ultimate system. He famously declared, "Work harder on yourself than you do on your job." This isn't self-absorption or duty neglect, it's a strategic directive to invest in your most valuable asset, you, inherently improving every other life area. What does work harder on yourself truly mean? It's approaching personal growth not as a sporadic hobby, but as a meticulously designed, consistently executed system. It's a daily, weekly, monthly commitment to nurturing your mind, fortifying your character, expanding skills, and refining perspective. Imagine your personal development as life's foundational operating system. All other systems, career, finance, health, relationships, are applications. If your core OS is robust, updated, and bug-free, every application performs optimally. Neglected, outdated, or unstable, even the best applications will falter. Self-development as the ultimate system creates leverage. It's not about expending more raw effort in one direction, but increasing your capacity to exert effective effort in all directions. Consistent learning broadens your understanding of the world and its problems. Consistent reflection clarifies your values, strengths, and areas for improvement. Consistent practice enhances competence and versatility. This systematic self-cultivation means you continuously become more capable, resilient, and effective. Consider this: a goal to earn more money might lead to systems like work extra hours or seek a promotion. These are finite. A self-development system focused on mastering high-income skills, understanding market dynamics, and cultivating a mindset of value creation is infinite. It ensures that if one opportunity fades, your inherent value and adaptability create new ones. You're not just chasing a bigger paycheck, you're becoming the kind of person who naturally commands one by consistently offering more value. Systematic personal growth demands intentionality. Schedule time for learning, like a work meeting. Insist on consistent reflection, through journaling or regular mentor conversations, to process experiences and extract lessons. Necessitate deliberate practice to hone new abilities, like a musician practices scales. Each component, though seemingly small, weaves into a powerful growth tapestry. 20 minutes of daily reading, over a year, yields dozens of books and hundreds of new ideas. Regular, constructive feedback sculpts leadership qualities that would otherwise remain dormant. Jim Rohn understood life's inevitable challenges, and that our ability to navigate them is a cultivated skill. Committing to a self-development system pre-equips you. You build mental toughness, emotional intelligence, problem-solving prowess, and an unshakable belief in your capacity to adapt and overcome. This proactive inner strengthening ensures setbacks become learning opportunities, not insurmountable barriers. It transforms you from someone reacting to circumstances into someone actively shaping them. Let's revisit our gardener analogy. Their goal: beautiful roses. Their system: consistent watering, proper fertilization, regular pruning. But their ultimate system is continuous self-education in horticulture, learning soil science, plant pathology, new techniques, and aesthetic arrangement. The more they systematically learn and apply this knowledge, the better they design and refine their rose-growing system. This ensures not just a single season of beautiful roses, but a lifetime of flourishing gardens, adaptable to different climates and challenges. Their personal evolution makes external success almost guaranteed. Consider someone striving for better physical health. Goal: run a marathon. System: structured training, specific diet, adequate rest, excellent for reaching the goal. However, the ultimate system for sustained, lifelong health goes deeper. It involves systematically understanding their body, learning nutrition science, developing mental discipline for consistent exercise, and cultivating self-awareness to listen to their body signals. It's self-mastery over habits and choices. This ongoing self-development ensures that even after the marathon, they don't revert to old patterns. Instead, they possess the ingrained knowledge and discipline to maintain a healthy lifestyle indefinitely, having fundamentally transformed who they are in relation to their health. Jim Rohn's insight: not just doing more, but becoming more. When you elevate your skills, knowledge, mindset, and character through a disciplined self-development system, you inherently increase your capacity to succeed. Challenges once insurmountable become manageable. Opportunities once missed become visible. Your ability to create value expands exponentially. This isn't about chasing external validation or specific achievements as the sole measure. It's about building an inner foundation so solid and dynamic that success becomes a natural, almost inevitable, consequence of the remarkable person you consistently become. This principle of self-development as the ultimate system creates a powerful upward spiral. Systematically enhancing your capabilities and character makes your other life systems more effective. Better systems lead to consistent positive results in career, finances, health, and relationships. These results reinforce confidence, deepen self-belief, and fuel motivation for continued personal growth. It's a virtuous cycle, continually elevating your potential and expanding achievements. Success isn't a fleeting moment but a continuous, dynamic journey. This shift from pursuing outcomes to systematically building yourself unlocks enduring success. The greatest leverage isn't found in what you do, but in who you become. By making self-development your supreme system, you aren't just hoping for a better future. You are actively engineering it, ensuring you are always ready, capable, and advancing. The greatest leverage isn't found in what you do, but in who you become. By making self-development your supreme system, you aren't just hoping for a better future. You are actively engineering it, ensuring you are always ready, capable, and advancing, regardless of external circumstances. This isn't just a catchy phrase. It's a profound strategic imperative for anyone serious about lasting success. Think about it. Your job gives you a paycheck, certainly, but working on yourself gives you the capacity to earn a better paycheck, to build a more fulfilling life, to navigate complex challenges with greater ease, and to create true wealth in all its forms, far beyond just financial metrics. This isn't just about financial prosperity, though that's often a welcome byproduct. It's about becoming a more resilient, resourceful, insightful, and profoundly effective human being across every domain of your existence. Consider what Jim Rohn meant by this. He wasn't suggesting you neglect your external work, but rather that you recognize the ultimate, irreplaceable asset is you. If you consistently invest in your skills, your knowledge, your mindset, and your emotional intelligence, then every other system you attempt to build, whether for career advancement, personal health, enriching relationships, or financial stability, will be infinitely stronger, more robust, and significantly more effective. Your self-development system acts as the core operating system for all your other endeavors, the foundational software upon which every other application runs. Without a robust and continuously updated operating system, even the most brilliantly designed applications will struggle to run efficiently, or worse, they might crash entirely, hindering your progress towards any desired outcome. Imagine trying to build a magnificent, complex structure with weak, outdated tools or an untrained, inexperienced builder. The outcome is often predictable: frustration, inefficiency, costly errors, and likely eventual failure. Now, envision yourself as both the master builder and the comprehensive set of tools. A dedicated commitment to your self-development means you are constantly sharpening your tools, refining your critical thinking, enhancing your communication skills, boosting your ability to focus, and strengthening your resilience in the face of setbacks. You are also meticulously training the builder, improving your discipline, clarifying your vision, and expanding your problem-solving capabilities. This continuous, systematic improvement ensures that whatever challenges arise, whatever new goals you decide to pursue, you consistently possess the internal resources and capabilities to meet them head-on with confidence. This is the very essence of building systems that win every time. It's not about achieving every single battle or hitting every target on the first try without any missteps or obstacles. That's an unrealistic expectation for any significant pursuit. Instead, It's about establishing an internal mechanism for continuous improvement, learning, and profound adaptation. When you have a strong self-development system firmly in place, failure is never a definitive dead end. It transforms into an invaluable feedback loop. It becomes a critical opportunity to learn, to refine your approaches, to adjust your existing systems, and to ultimately come back stronger and wiser. This radically transforms your relationship with challenges. Instead of fearing them or being paralyzed by them, you approach them with genuine curiosity and a growth mindset, knowing they will ultimately contribute significantly to your continuous growth and development. So, what does this supreme system of self-development look like in daily practice? It's not always about grand, sweeping gestures. Often, it's about the quiet, consistent, and seemingly small disciplines that accumulate over time. Perhaps it's dedicating a focused 30 minutes each morning to reading a book that profoundly expands your perspective or teaches a valuable new skill. Maybe it's actively listening to an educational podcast or an inspiring audiobook during your daily commute. It could be journaling for 15 minutes each evening to reflect deeply on your day, identify specific areas for improvement, and consciously celebrate small victories. It might involve seeking out mentors, actively asking for constructive feedback, or enrolling in an online course to master a specific competency that aligns with your aspirations. These aren't just isolated activities. They seamlessly become interconnected, vital parts of your comprehensive personal growth system. Think about the compound effect here, which Jim Rohn understood so deeply. Just like small financial investments, when made consistently, grow exponentially over extended periods, consistent investments in yourself accumulate into massive personal capital that pays dividends across your entire life. Jim Rohn himself profoundly observed, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day. When applied specifically to self-development, this means that those seemingly small, daily acts of learning, reflecting, and improving don't just incrementally add up, they multiply in power and scope. Each new piece of knowledge makes it significantly easier to acquire the next. Each new skill makes you far more proficient at developing others. Your overall capacity expands exponentially, your confidence soars to new heights, and your ability to create and sustain other winning systems in every area of your life becomes almost second nature, an inherent part of your daily rhythm. This powerful shift reorients your focus away from the external chase of fleeting goals and towards the internal cultivation of unshakable capability. Instead of constantly looking outside yourself for the next big achievement or validation, you turn inward, understanding that the most powerful, enduring engine for success resides within you. You become proactive rather than merely reactive to circumstances. You stop asking, "How can I achieve X?" and you start asking the more profound question, "Who do I need to become to achieve X consistently, and what personal systems will effectively help me get there?" This subtle yet profound shift in perspective is precisely where true, sustainable winning truly begins. Moreover, the self-development system inherently ensures that you are constantly evolving, proactively staying relevant, and effectively adapting to a relentlessly changing world. In today's incredibly dynamic and unpredictable environment, what worked brilliantly yesterday might quickly become obsolete tomorrow. A rigid, inflexible focus solely on past goals or outdated methods can leave you significantly behind, struggling to keep pace. However, a steadfast commitment to continuous self-improvement means you are always learning, perpetually upgrading your internal software, and always ready to pivot, innovate, and embrace exciting new opportunities as they arise. You are building foundational resilience not just into specific projects or external goals, but profoundly into your very being, your core identity. This foundational system also extends to your holistic well-being, encompassing your physical, mental, and emotional health. You simply cannot perform at your absolute best, or consistently build and effectively maintain winning systems, if your core operating system, your body and mind, is neglected or compromised. Therefore, a true, comprehensive self-development system inherently includes essential habits like regular physical exercise, nutritious eating, adequate restorative sleep, and crucial practices for effective stress management, such as mindfulness or meditation. These aren't just good ideas or optional additions, they are non-negotiable, integral components of the supreme system that enables you to function at your peak, allowing you to execute on all your other endeavors with sustained energy, unwavering focus, and profound clarity. Jim Rohn understood that life is fundamentally a continuous journey of becoming, an ongoing process of transformation and refinement. He consistently encouraged us not just to accumulate external things or achievements, but to accumulate wisdom, build unshakable character, and cultivate profound capability. When you consciously prioritize the system of self-development above all else, you are essentially guaranteeing a future where you are better equipped, more knowledgeable, and more skilled than you were the day before, in every conceivable way. This isn't just about achieving a specific, isolated outcome. It's about mastering the process of achievement itself, making it an integrated, natural part of your existence. It's about creating an unstoppable upward spiral of growth that makes you a truly formidable force, not just in reaching individual goals, but in perpetually expanding your limitless potential and influence. By consciously designing and diligently adhering to your self-development system, you are essentially creating an internal feedback loop for consistent, exponential growth. Every challenge becomes a valuable lesson, every success a reinforcement of your burgeoning capabilities, and every single day an invaluable opportunity to refine the most precious and valuable asset you possess, yourself. This empowers you to approach any aspiration with unwavering confidence, knowing that you have built the ultimate, most powerful engine for success within you. This is the profound wisdom that Jim Rohn shared, a timeless principle that transcends mere goal setting and provides a robust framework for living a life of continuous advancement, deep fulfillment, and undeniable mastery. It's about setting yourself up to win, not just once, but perpetually, by becoming the kind of person who makes winning utterly inevitable. This is the profound wisdom that Jim Rohn shared, a timeless principle that transcends mere goal setting and provides a robust framework for living a life of continuous advancement, deep fulfillment, and undeniable mastery. It's about setting yourself up to win, not just once, but perpetually, by becoming the kind of person who makes winning utterly inevitable. So, how do we cultivate this state of inevitable victory? Jim Rohn's answer lies not in chasing fleeting targets, but in the meticulous, intentional construction of robust systems. To truly grasp this, we must first understand the fundamental distinction Rohn drew between goals and systems, a distinction often overlooked in mainstream self-help advice. We are bombarded with the idea of setting smart goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. While these certainly have their place in providing direction, Rohn saw them as merely the destination marker, not the vehicle or the detailed map. A goal tells you where you want to go, but a system shows you how you'll get there, day in and day out, regardless of the immediate terrain. A system, in Rohn's powerful philosophy, is simply a collection of small, consistent, repeatable actions you engage in regularly. It's the daily ritual, the weekly practice, the monthly review. These are the discipline habits that, when strung together, create an unstoppable momentum. Think about it. If your goal is to run a marathon, your system isn't just one epic run. It's the daily stretching, the consistent training schedule, the healthy meal preparation, the adequate sleep, the hydration. Each of these small, deliberate actions, performed consistently, becomes a gear in the magnificent machinery of your success. Jim Rohn famously stated, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day." This quote beautifully encapsulates the essence of system building. The true power of systems lies in their ability to shift your focus from the often overwhelming end result to the manageable, empowering process. When your entire concentration is fixated on the outcome, like losing 20 pounds or achieving a promotion, you become susceptible to discouragement and frustration if progress isn't immediate or linear. Every setback can feel like a catastrophic failure, eroding your motivation. But when you immerse yourself in the system, when your energy is dedicated to executing the correct actions consistently, you gain a sense of control. You're no longer primarily worried about whether you'll hit the target. Instead, you're focused on whether you perform today's action. Did I stick to my workout plan? Did I make those calls? Did I read for 30 minutes? This shift dramatically reduces pressure and builds an incredible sense of accomplishment with each completed step. Let's consider this through practical examples. Imagine your goal is to become financially independent. Simply stating "I want to be rich" is a goal. A system, however, might involve automating a specific percentage of every paycheck into savings and investments, tracking every dollar spent to identify waste, dedicating 1 hour each week to learning about personal finance, and reviewing your budget monthly. Each of these actions, individually small, compounds over time to create substantial wealth. The beauty here is that even if the market fluctuates or an unexpected expense arises, your system remains intact. You simply return to executing your consistent practices. The system is resilient. It endures the ups and downs. Similarly, in personal development, a goal might be to become a more confident speaker. But the system involves practicing public speaking for 10 minutes daily, recording yourself and reviewing for improvement, actively listening to and analyzing great speakers, and seeking out opportunities to speak in low-stakes environments. With each deliberate practice, you're not just moving towards a goal, you're becoming a more confident speaker. The identity shifts from someone trying to be confident to someone who practices confidence. This identity-based approach, deeply rooted in Rohn's philosophy, solidifies the changes and makes them intrinsically part of who you are. Jim Rohn often emphasized that the ultimate system you can build is the one dedicated to your personal growth. His profound advice, "Work harder on yourself than you do on your job," isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a blueprint for continuous improvement. This means establishing systems for learning, reading a certain number of books each month, attending seminars, listening to educational podcasts, or engaging in thoughtful reflection. It also involves systems for physical well-being, prioritizing sleep, nutritious eating, and regular exercise. When you consistently invest in yourself, you upgrade your core operating system. You become more resourceful, more resilient, and more capable of creating and maintaining other effective systems in every area of your life. Your capacity to achieve expands exponentially because you, as an individual, are growing stronger and wiser. This continuous self-improvement system is the bedrock upon which all other successes are built. If you become a more skilled negotiator, a better communicator, a more disciplined individual, or a more creative thinker, then your ability to build a successful career system, a robust financial system, or a fulfilling relationship system naturally increases. The synergy is undeniable. By focusing on your daily habits and consistent disciplines, you don't just achieve success, you embody it. You literally transform into the kind of person for whom winning isn't an occasional event, but a natural, inevitable consequence of their well-designed life. This fundamental shift from outcome-driven anxiety to process-driven empowerment is the core of Jim Rohn's transformative message, offering a timeless path to lasting achievement and deep personal satisfaction. This insight isn't just conceptual, it's profoundly practical, offering a tangible framework for consistent growth and success. Jim Rohn taught that success comes from a deliberate accumulation of small, intelligent efforts, consistently applied. Focusing on robust systems engineers an environment where success becomes not just possible, but highly probable, even inevitable. It means shifting your energy from frantically chasing targets to disciplined daily practices that naturally lead to your desired outcome. Imagine the mental shift. Instead of the crushing weight of a looming goal and fear of failure, you find quiet satisfaction completing another step in your well-designed process. This is true empowerment, replacing anxiety with steady confidence. Consider the compound effect, a principle Jim Rohn eloquently spoke about. Just as tiny daily deposits accumulate into substantial wealth, small, consistent actions within a well-structured system build extraordinary results. It's not about monumental leaps, but incremental steps, day after day. If your personal development system involves reading 10 pages of an enriching book every morning, attending one skill-building webinar per week, and 5 minutes of evening reflection, these minor habits, stacked over months and years, will transform you into a more capable individual. This transformation isn't accidental. It's the direct output of your personal system at work. Jim Rohn's enduring wisdom truly shines through. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. This isn't just a slogan, it's a foundational system. Your personal development system, your commitment to continuous learning, skill acquisition, and self-reflection, is the meta-system empowering your other systems. Investing in yourself enhances your capacity to design, implement, and stick to effective systems for wealth, health, relationships, and well-being. A more knowledgeable, disciplined, and resilient you is better equipped to navigate challenges, adapt to change, and refine processes. This self-improvement system becomes the engine propelling your endeavors, ensuring you're always growing, improving, and moving closer to your potential. But how do we build these winning systems? It starts by looking beyond the destination. Instead of asking, "What do I want to achieve?" ask, "What daily or weekly actions, consistently performed, would make that achievement unavoidable?" Let's revisit getting a promotion. A system might include spending 30 minutes daily learning a new skill for the next level, proactively offering solutions to 2 team challenges weekly, and scheduling bi-weekly check-ins with your mentor. These are tangible, repeatable, and controllable actions. Even if the promotion isn't immediate, you're still growing, contributing, and becoming a more valuable asset. The system ensures progress, regardless of external validation. This approach also brings profound peace and resilience. When your focus is on the process, on showing up and executing your system, temporary setbacks become less disheartening. A missed goal doesn't define you as a failure. It means your system might need tweaking. You don't abandon the journey. You iterate, adjust, and continue to show up. This adaptability is crucial in a constantly changing world. Systems provide stability and direction, anchoring you in productive habits even when the external landscape shifts. You develop an internal locus of control, understanding that while you can't always control outcomes, you absolutely can control your inputs, your daily actions, your commitment to your systems. Jim Rohn's philosophy liberates us from the tyranny of outcome obsession. It shifts our perspective from a stressful, all-or-nothing gamble to a steady, confident march. It teaches that true success is not an event to be chased, but a natural byproduct of living by a set of well-chosen, consistently executed principles. The satisfaction comes not just from achieving the goal, but from the person you become in the process, the discipline you cultivate, the skills you acquire, and the resilience you develop. You literally transform into the kind of person for whom winning isn't an occasional event, but a natural, inevitable consequence of their well-designed life. So, where do you begin this transformative journey? Start small. Identify one area for significant change, then brainstorm 3 simple, consistent actions you could take every day or every week to move you there. Don't overcomplicate it. Simplicity ensures consistency. Perhaps it's a 5-minute morning routine, a daily journaling habit, or reaching out to one new contact weekly. Write these actions down. Schedule them. Make them non-negotiable. Then, commit to executing your system, day after day. Trust the process, and watch your efforts compound, slowly but surely transforming aspirations into reality. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Jim Rohn's profound wisdom. If this message resonated, if it sparked a new way of thinking about your goals, please give this video a thumbs up. Share it with someone who might benefit from hearing this powerful distinction. And most importantly, subscribe to our channel for more insights that empower you to live a life of design, not by default. What system will you start building today? We'd love to hear your thoughts and commitments below. Your journey to consistent winning begins now. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.